Team BK Baraka here. Welcome to this week's video blog, and I got a really special treat for you. Two young crusaders, one from Pennsylvania, Luke?
Yes.
Hallelujah! And we got one from California, Bryce. Hey guys, how long you been in the business?
5 months.
5 months. How long you been in the business?
4.5. This will be 5.
5 months. Holy smokes. So you probably really haven't got anything accomplished yet. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I heard somebody got a 2013. I didn't even know 2013 BMWs were available. Is that you?
Yes.
Now, you got to tell me, how does it feel to be driving behind the wheel of a 2000? How old are you?
19.
We don't rehearse these things. How old are you?
21.
Holy crap. Okay, so you are a new executive.
Yes.
And this month you are going executive.
Yes.
That is cool. Now, when your friends, tell me how that feels when you are driving this and you're taking your friends somewhere, and they look at this car and they see that plaque on the dashboard that says, "We proudly recognize you for this accomplishment." Well, what kind of things are you hearing?
Well, they see that it's doable, and a lot of people don't understand kids making money, kids at a young age making these types of money. I mean, $2,000 a month.
And you made $5,000 last
and
month.
$5,000 last month, and it's absolutely insane, to think about what we can do and what we can change with this entire thing. And we're taking over the entire country. I mean, this guy is the first person on my left leg, so I have over 650 people in my business in just 5 months.
That is absolutely incredible. Now, what do your friends say when they get behind the wheel? And you've been in this 4.5 months, driving a new BMW, having me pay for it, which I love to do. Is this something that helps people's believability? Does it help to move your business forward?
Yeah.
And most off, what I think people want to hear is, how the heck does it feel?
Right. Well,
19 years old. Do you know what my first car was? A 72 Chevy Impala, and I had to paint it in auto theory at school. Kids nowadays.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just got it. It was 2013, and I got it, unpackaged and a bunch of stuff on it. So I actually don't have it yet.
You've ordered it?
It was at the dealership the day we came down to North Carolina. But
it's
when we
for you.
have it,
what color?
It's black interior. But when we have it, there's gonna be no questions asked. I mean, you can't argue with it. There's nothing left.
All right. So how does it feel to be 19 years old, making $5,000 a month, promoting a healthy energy drink, and are you having fun doing this?
Absolutely. We're hanging out with our friends anyway, and helping them. And that's special. And making money while you're doing it, it's killing two birds with one stone.
I have to tell you, I'm so impressed with not only you two guys, obviously with you two guys, but this whole young people revolution market and the impact that they're having, not only on your age demographic. I was just reading in the New York Times on the flight here to Charlotte. The age demographic of 25 years and younger is the lowest income earning demographic in the country. And here's what just amazes me is you guys, first off, you know how to spend money, but second, you're the most socially connected demographic group in the history of the planet. And for you guys to be able to take something like the Verve opportunity, where people can monetize those contacts that they've established and turn it into an income and give these kids a shot when no other companies are giving them a shot. I really applaud you guys for that. But give us some words of wisdom. You get in the business 5 months ago, you blow this thing up. Tell me, how long did it take you to cycle for the first time, and then what did you do month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5?
Yeah, well, mainly, just duplicate the system. Success leads to success. So I was copying people like Brad, copying people like Luke in my business that were killing it. I mean, we started with a group of 6 people, and we didn't really know what was going to happen. And it turned into over 100 people lined up at the door, throughout that month. We had to segregate.
In your first month?
In our first month, we had to, do 3 meetings a day throughout the day. And I'm going home back to LA because it was finals, during at San Diego State with us.
Yeah, so you're full-time students.
Yeah, so that's where we've met. He's actually from Philly. I'm from LA. I went back home and did the same exact thing. I mean, I saw high schoolers, making $1,000 a week, and that, that blew my mind. So I did the same exact thing. Took it back there, and I have a kid named Sam Zartoshti that he's 17 years old. And in 21 days, you actually heard the story, he got, diamond, 21 days.
In 21 days.
So company paid car, he's made over, $5,000 in the past 2.5 months. And you just don't see these stories, and it's groundbreaking, that you were saying, under 25-year-old, we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that statistic, with this entire thing, because we found what works.
You guys have that kind of power. And you know, some people ask me, they say, you know, how are these young people dreaming so big? And I really look to a guy like Mark Zuckerberg. He has really expanded everybody's mind, because here's this 28-year-old bazillionaire, and now all of a sudden age isn't an issue. It's the level of desire, and it's the vehicle that you choose. And we got these young kids. We got, you know, hundreds and hundreds of the young kids at this meeting here in North Carolina, and all they're talking about is becoming millionaires. Yep. And for some kids, it's like the first time. And I think everybody always dreamt they'd want to become a millionaire, but really for a lot of these kids, it's the first time they've actually had a shot at becoming a millionaire in a business like this. Well, hey, what kind of words of wisdom do you have to share? I mean, you have been meteoric in your growth in this business. What's your secret? I know the people listening there. I know the what we call the boom revolution, which is my age demographic, and we have the young people revolution. They're all wondering, you know, what is it that? And I hear that, like, everybody you talk to signs up. What's your secret? What are you saying?
Well, I feel like once you kind of get the whole thing down, people can't give you too much of a reason not to sign up. The invite's key, and then, you know.
Okay, so tell me, how would you invite me to?
Yeah, so, you know,
would
first
you send me a text?
Yeah, you can use the phone
Yeah.
app. That's great for new people in the business. You know, Brad just does it for you. But yeah, clear the schedule. You know, most people our age, like Alex said a little bit ago, don't have too much going on. So now you know they're open. You know, tell them about an opportunity, why you're excited, be excited. And then when they show up to the invite, you invite the right way. They show up. When they show up, they talk to us, and they usually get involved. And we push builder packs.
So tell me, why do you push? Obviously, I know why you push builder packs, but tell them why you have a philosophy of
right.
builder
Well,
packs.
first off, you know, it's more money. So whenever someone spends more money on something, they're gonna
take it more seriously.
And then also it honestly sets them up for success. And we explain that, hey, look, like, we're not trying to make money off you from buying a builder pack, but if you're gonna be serious about doing this business, you know, either do it or don't. You know, but if you're gonna do it the right way, and that's the God's honest truth. That's how you're gonna be. You have a better chance to be successful. And then the car bonus, which is obviously pays off big.
It's almost like I planned this.
Yeah.
But no, that is great, because, you know, my dad always said, when you have product, you think about product.
Yeah.
And you think about the business. And like you said, a person's attitude is going to be different if they invest $500 rather than they invest $100. You're going to have 5 times the energy devoted to the business. What's your philosophy? Are you buying into the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get their feet wet right away. You know, get them on a builder pack, get them help 3 friends. You know, do the same exact thing, and you're making $700 your first week. You do that twice a week. I just had some kid named Cameron in my group, you know, that double frenzied his first week, so he made $1,500, and then this week he's already, you know, signed up 2, so he's on his way to double frenzy again. You know, you don't see success stories like that.
Double frenzy in a week.
So yeah, exactly, $2,100 or $2,200 in a week and a half, and he's 19 years old. So, you know, you start with a you know, it starts a trend in your business. If this guy can do it, I can do it. You see success, you follow the same exact things, follow the same path, duplicate it over and over and over again.
What I'm excited about is the fact that you're part of a company that pays attention to market segments like these 2 guys. And are there other guys like you out there on this planet?
Of course, we're trying to find them in our business.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you finding good people, or is it just you're working referrals? Numbers?
Yeah, you just go through more home events, more Skype calls, you're gonna find the good people, and then, you know, you can tell who's gonna do it with you, and then you're just looking for them. Once you find them, you work with them, and then they work back, and you build money.
It actually, when you stop and think about it, where else can you find literally thousands of people congregate in a square mile? And if you're in school right now, take business classes. You're looking for people. It's like the perfect opportunity for you guys to find people like Bryce and Luke. I mean, seriously. And so you're out of school too?
Yeah, I'm serious with this though, and it's not, you know.
Dude, it can be a career.
Yeah, this is, I found, you know, I feel like I'm pretty good at it, and I enjoy what I'm doing.
You think you're pretty good at it?
Yeah, I enjoy what I'm doing.
I can't imagine what you're going to be like when you get great at it.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, I'm really excited because it's happening, you know. It's happening.
All right.
It's cool to be here with people, you know, with this, like Alex, kicking it with him, these guys all with the same vision, and it's so real.
And it is.
It's gonna happen, you know. So get with it. It's happening.
Are you picking up what he's laying down? Anyways, guys, that's it for this week's video blog. I appreciate you. I am proud of you. This is the next generation of great leaders, not only in Vemma, but in this industry. They are going to make a huge impact on the youth of this country and on the youth of this planet. We've got new elites breaking over in Europe. We've got elites in Canada. We've got a YPR revolution happening in Mexico. This thing's going to go global, just like Facebook went global, folks. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Luke, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Bryce, tear it up, brother. You're going to be hey, what's your goal for April convention? You know the theme for the convention?
What is it?
Ambassador.
Revolution, baby. That's what it's going to be. The whole theme. We're building the convention theme around what you guys have created. So what's your, I'm putting you on the spot here. You're talking to the world of Vemma. What's your goal for those, for April?
Ambassador, you know, $250,000 a year.
Same as well, you know, ambassador, absolutely.
Hey,
Because we know the numbers and we're just working them.
my dad always says money just makes you more of what you are. And so I think we're going to have 2 great ambassadors. Hey team, that is it for this week's video blog. Looking forward to talking to you next week with some more amazing stories. Bye for now.